Alright, Schlockmeister fans, we're going to watch a movie here called Blood Cult. Let's check it out.
And our film starts out at the Chi Omega sorority on a Monday night. And we have a lovely lady taking a shower who will not show a boob no matter how hard you look. And somebody lurking about. She's going to have an unwelcome surprise. Eventually, our killer does get in the bathroom, along with his meat cleaver. Now, after she's dead, we have an interesting aspect here. An arm is removed. Taken. Something strange is afoot at Central College. Later on, we have another co-ed being assaulted. This time the weapon of choice is a severed head.
Please don't. Please don't hurt me. What are you doing? Why? Why? Please don't kill me.
Anyway, he ended up killing her with that severed head, and the next day we have the aftermath with the sheriff trying to clean up. The sheriff is also trying to run for state senator. The sheriff's daughter Tina works in the college library, and she's got some occult books that might help him.
Until I found this.
Yeah?
Well, it's a relatively new book. We've had it in the library for about a month.
That's the god Caninus. Strange amulets that have been found on the bodies had Caninus' image on them.
About 1700.
Yeah, it sure did.
This nerdy fellow was Joel, Tina's boyfriend.
Might find it interesting.
Oh, he helped me find the book.
I bet he did. So, you got any leads on this new one, Sheriff? Is it the same M.O. as the others? We've got some clues.
The dean of the school has some profound thoughts.
School. We do not need serial murders on this campus. And I don't need any problems right at this time with an election coming up before long. You just give me some time, I'm sure I can crack it.
Well, in spite of our crack sheriff on the case, the killings continue. Can't even take out your garbage anymore. This time our killer chops off a leg and takes the leg with him. Shoe and all. A nearby local farmhouse. That's the dog Sparks barking.
Get in here.
Uh-oh. Sparks ain't making noise anymore.
Come here.
Well, the woman sends her henpecked husband out to check on Sparks. He's going to have an unsightly discovery inside that barn. He's going to find Sparks. Well, he's going to find every part of Sparks but his head.
Will you come out here and bring a shovel?
Seems rather calm about it, though. Meanwhile, there's panic at the local Chinese restaurant. And a finger in the salad bowl. Make that 2 fingers. And there's more.
Oh, it's every night.
This is Sparks'
been
owner.
going on?
She's noticed something recently.
A couple of days. Maybe a week now. Now, my husband thinks that those poachers is using spotlights to attract the game.
Spotlights?
Yeah, big ones. Light up the whole damn sky. Well, you come on out here at night and you'll see it. It's like there was a big bonfire over there or something.
Daddy, no.
He's gonna go out and investigate.
Well, maybe. We had a complaint from some farmer way out in the West End. A lot of big commotions out there at night. And fires way off in the woods.
I have heard you're out there today snooping around.
I was out there following up on a lead.
Now, Daddy, do you think that all these lights and this commotion out in the woods can be connected with the murder?
What do you say?
Forget it. You want some dinner?
Oh, no, I ate already, thanks. Look, I wouldn't be in the way, and you really shouldn't be going out there by yourself, you know?
I'll be fine. As a matter of fact, you just be in the way.
Oh, no, I know those woods. I grew up in the West End, Sheriff. And look, you don't want your old man going out there alone tonight, now do you?
No, I don't. Now, I don't want you going out, and I certainly don't want Joel going out.
Anyway, so the 2 of them do go out there to investigate.
Sheriff! It started. Those sounds? And you can see the lights over there. Come on! Go!
And this is what they end up finding. Clearly some sort of cult. K9ness. Be careful, Daddy.
Members, brothers and sisters, welcome. And Climax, our Lord and Master, we will obey. We will obey. There's but one thing still missing to make this plan complete. A body to make the sacrifice complete. It's a foreshadowing of what is to come.
We've got another surprise here.
Rise, rise, daughter, and do the
That's
master.
Tina, Sheriff's
It is
daughter.
my duty to complete the sacrifice. It is my duty to my Lord and Master to provide the body to complete the sacrifice.
Anyway, Joel eventually tracks Daddy down,
Right here all the time.
and nothing's around now.
Nothing here but an old trash fire.
Oh,
I
Can you imagine it all?
Way out here. Yeah, what happened to your head, Sheriff?
Order a pizza. But can I take a rain check?
Yeah. Yeah, I guess so.
Okay, and listen, don't worry about it. We'll be fine. We'll be in the women's dorm.
Well, remember, be very careful.
Daddy is spying on his daughter.
Joel into the dorm again.
He's actually just monitoring the dorm. I'm surprised to see his daughter there. Anyway, I believe that's Joel, and he's about to be attacked by somebody in a big dog mask. Now Daddy's on the move. killer gets the upper hand and gets to chopping.
Open up in there! Police, open up!
But we're finally going to get our reveal here, too. It's Tina.
Don't move. Not you.
So the chase is on. Here's some profound wisdom from Dad.
Please don't do it.
All right, Tina.
Stay away from me.
Tina, you weren't brought up to do this sort of thing. Tina, your mother wouldn't approve of this. It wasn't my fault she died.
Anyway, he chases her up some sort of scaffolding and
No!
Tina! Tina!
that's the end of Tina. And that's the end of our film. And that's a drunk.
No.
All right, let's talk about Blood Cult. This is a movie that came out in the 80s. It kind of marketed itself as the first direct-to-video movie feature. However, I think it was, from what I read on IMDb, it's the third one. The first one was Boarding House, which I reviewed on my old channel. I'll review that again at some point in the near future. Followed by something else called Sledgehammer, I think it was. A film I did not recognize. This is a movie. My fellow Schlockmeister, Jeff, picked up this catalog from United Home Video, and we had access to that. I still have that catalog to this day, actually. Somehow I borrowed it and never gave it back. Somehow Blood Cult was like the first movie listed in there, and it was going for $59.95. That's what the going price was for new movies back then. And it said like banned in multiple countries, and it looked fantastic. And we were like, oh my God, we got to get this. We were trying to figure out how to pool our allowance money together so we could go and buy Blood Cult. We actually never got around to doing it, and thank God we didn't. Maybe about 4 or 5 years later, after he moved to the Milwaukee area, he had access to more video stores down there, and he found Blood Cult in a store, and he rented it and copied it. And it turns out it's not that good. So thank God we didn't spend all that money getting Blood Cult. I actually at some point did pick up the pre-recorded VHS tape, and I still have that to this day. But anyway, the movie itself, shot on video. It's about a bunch of killings going on in this town. Not really a serial killer, I guess it kind of was. These people are worshiping this god Caninus, and they have to assemble all these body parts from various victims and put them together. I don't know, it's a big mess. There's a sheriff who's investigating this, and he's also running for he's a local politician running for, I don't know, senator or something. His daughter works at the library, and she's trying to help him by giving him these occult books and things. You'd think she wouldn't be doing that, especially since it turns out that she's actually in on it. She's the one who's doing these killings and everything. And even at the end, it's a couple of really dumb lines in this movie. He's trying to plead with her, you know, your mother wouldn't be very happy with this. Oh, no, really? Serial killer daughter? Anyway, it's a ridiculous movie, but it's got a little bit of charm to it, I guess. No nude scenes, plenty of gore in it, but not over the top. And they actually made a sequel to this called Revenge, which is a movie I was able to get back in the 80s. At the time, I didn't realize it was a sequel to Blood Cult, directed by the same guy who also directed The Ripper, another movie I have. And Revenge, I think, starred John Wayne's son, Patrick Wayne. Basically the same plot, people worshiping this god Caninus. It's ridiculous, but whatever, right? So anyway, Blood Cult, yeah. It's an okay film for what it is. You can get this DVD pretty cheap. There's a couple extras on here. An interview with the director, an interview with the producer as well. The thing is, I think those interviews from like 1992, so I don't know where they unearthed those from, but they got them. So anyway, check it out, Blood Cult. Let me know what you think about it. Leave some comments down below. We'll talk about it. It's called Blood Cult. Watch it. Bye.